everybody, this is Rob and Kurt with Two Brothers Hobby. Well, on the bench we have the new Cox Sky Cruiser.
Right, a little departure from the other two that we reviewed this year. Kind of a sailplane wing design and a pod pusher.
Yeah.
So, neat, quick, easy assembly. I think actually you coined a phrase, was it Kurt Can Build?
Kurt Can Build series. Yeah,
that's
this
good.
is the third in the installment.
Quick assembly like the Extra 300 and also the Sky Ranger. In fact, Rob, why don't you go ahead and just jump right in and take us through what you can expect out of the box.
Sure. With such a low parts count, you can keep this thing boxed up and get it together in the field in a matter of minutes. If you look at the fuselage area here, everything's already put in for you. We've got our all-in-one unit with the ESC, the receiver, and the linear servos. Battery slides up in the nose here with a familiar JST connector. The pod itself has the same motor or familiar motor that we've seen on the other Cox models with the safe prop system hub right here, the receiver end, I guess you could call it. The tail surfaces are already installed, linkages are already set. You've got a canopy that is magnetic. It goes over top your battery hatch and all the parts inside, cleans things up. Now the wing's kind of unique in that it does not hold itself together with magnets or screws or anything. You slide a carbon fiber rod in, it slides through the fuse, and then you just take the other part, half of the wing, line the carbon fiber rod up, and this thing snaps together much like a jigsaw puzzle, and that holds itself in place then. So that's all there is involved really in the main assembly. A couple other pieces that they do send with you. They've got the prop with the receiving end of the safe prop on it to be popped onto the pod, and then they also give you an extra prop with the hub end that would mount to the motor if you happen to split that in a crash or something. And that's all there is to it. A real simple assembly. Kurt, why don't you just talk us through the radio and tell us what's involved with that.
All right. Well, if you watch the videos or actually have any of the other Cox models that came out, the Extra 300 or the Sky Ranger, very similar parts. We'll start off with the balancing charger. So this is 11 to 13.5 volt DC input, so you could get an adapter and hook this into a standard lead acid battery or car battery or cigarette adapter. Or accessory adapter, I guess, these days. It's not cigarette anymore, is it, Rob?
No.
And then you've got, the nice thing is you get an AC wall adapter, so you can actually charge it in the house. This is a balancing charger, so you've got your balancing jack coming off of your 2S 7.4 volt 250 milliamp LiPo battery. So you just connect it through your balancing lead, and it charges up through the charger. And then the radio system, again, familiar to the other Cox models, is this radio system 2.4 gig with digital trims. It's kind of neat for international flyers. To switch into mode 1 is you just remove this bracket, flip the antenna over, it pushes in this little button on the back when you put it in place, switches you automatically into mode 1 flying. We're in the United States here, so mode 2 is our preferred choice, which puts throttle on the left stick and aileron elevator on the right stick. Again, the same as the other models out there. It's a digital display or LCD display, which is nice because you can monitor then, if you push in on the right stick, high rates and low rates. So you do have high rate and low rate flying, which is nice. Other than that, it's really straightforward. Same thing when you engage or when you initialize the radio, you want that throttle stick all the way in the bottom position because that actually sets at that point the total throw range. But really straightforward and easy radio system to use and get used to.
I think at this point, Kurt, is where we say, well, let's get it built, take it out and fly, but there's nothing to build.
There isn't a whole lot. So we'll just do the quick assembly and then take it out and see how it flies.